here so I can monitor. All right. So it's Runescape month. We're going to be doing Runescape for the whole month's worth of a subscription. I wanted to do Fishing Trawler today. It's currently what's in the minigame Spotlight, but there is no one doing this right now because I didn't realize that it was also double XP. So I did some fire making earlier to try to level that up because I am really close to being 99 on that. But yeah, I kind of should have expected that. Literally, everybody is just doing traditional training right now. But that's not what I want to do. So if no one else is going to be doing fishing trawler, then I guess I'm going to try to solo it. Hey, we'll see how that goes. Uh, I gotta see if I remember how to do this. Try to leave it 1 minute. All right, team on board. All right, team. All of you invisible team members, let's jump on now. All right, so let's see. I know you got to use. Oops. Well, okay. I guess this is just stuck in my inventory because I accidentally chopped a tree earlier. Because I have the Breach of the Gods, so it just like teleported into my inventory. But yeah, so I know rope is used to fix like the nets, which I think comes up in a message, and then the bailing buckets we use to keep it from getting flooded. Swamp paste plugs the holes that floods. It's mostly just going to be plugging holes and fixing the rope things, I think. Again, not really sure. We'll have to check and see. Look at that majestic, manly shark right there. Look at that. Okay, I don't have time to read instructions. We got stuff to do here. Alright, so the net has already ripped. Okay. Where is the net? It is okay, net looks like it's in the back. Okay, that's fixed. Plug those leaks. Plug those leaks. What's the next leak going to be at? Get in the middle here. There it is. Hey, we caught a fish. Alright. Well, this seems easier than I remember. Okay, net's ripped again. Technically, we have a water level. I wonder if... Oh, net's... Okay. Back to the net. Using all my ropes. Oh, we're flooded. We're flooded. Someone get a ShamWow. Oh, come on, the net's broke again. Swordfish need to stop sharpening their swords on their face. This is getting ridiculous. That was mean, Murphy. Why would you do that? Okay, we are getting some water. I don't even care if the net rips again right now. We're starting to get a lot of water on board. Just fill it. Here we go. I'm just gonna have to spam these buckets right now. Fill that leak. Oh, come on. Come on, come on. This is okay. I was thinking this was really easy early, but right now it's a little bit difficult because I can't keep up with these leaks. I should have been bailing water earlier. I wasn't thinking, oh, it's like I don't see water on the ground. We're good when there's very clearly water there. I wonder what the winch does. Just to pull things up. Okay, that's very descriptive. Plug delete. Plug it. There we go. I keep thinking that I've like progressed with my character queuing up to plug it, but then it didn't, and then I would go back to clicking the buckets, which it would just never go to the plug, and it would take even longer. I think we're just only going to get 4 fish in this, because I am struggling to get this water level down. Go, 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 shark, go. My goodness. Murphy, you have got the worst boat. There's only 5 minutes left in this trip, and oh my goodness, I'm going to get nothing. Well, except 4 fish that I already caught. Alright, we gotta do better than just 4 fish. It won't take long for me to just fix this. That was embarrassing how long I let that net go like that. Oh, and then it just ripped again. We caught 1 fish. It's like I'm having to use 1 rope for every fish. I wonder if I can, like, it doesn't matter. I was going to say I wonder if I can bail out faster than 1 league, but eventually another league's going to come, and then it's not really going to save me any time. Okay, we caught 2 fish that time before it ripped. just fix the net. Murphy, you could be up there fixing the net. Swear Murphy had better have some really good insurance. I guess at this point, I don't really need to do the bailing buckets unless I feel like it. Because we're 2 minutes out. So pretty much like as long as I plug and check the net. I feel like this net's gonna break again at any moment. We're also about to finish this round, so I think I'm just gonna save my pace and just keep doing this. Just spam those clicks. Yep, there goes the net. Pop up here. Fix that. And oh my god, that water level is rising up quickly. Let's plug. Let's plug. Let's plug. Let's plug. No, we're not all doomed, Murphy. Oh, come on. I just fixed the net. I'm not going back up. Just gotta make it the next few seconds. Come on. Come on. Come on. Next few seconds. There we go. Woo! That was much harder than I expected. I thought it was going to be super easy. And, I mean, it wasn't... I mean, it was straightforward. And, like, obviously, first try after not playing it in years, I was able to do it. But, it was a little click intensive and stressful. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, spawn me on the dock. I'm like, what did you spawn me in? What did I get? Anything interesting? Broken staff. Okay. Catching some rays. Obviously, I haven't played this since they added achievements for it. Oh, bank all. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, my bank is full. Crap. Withdraw. There's not really a bank around here though. Crap, I gotta get rid of stuff in my bank. Okay. Well, let's Dwarven Outposts. Okay, I didn't know it could teleport there. So shiny. There we go. All right. Let's get rid of some things. Oh. Let's note this. Wait, what? It was selected the note. Okay, there we go. I don't know why it didn't do that the first time. Let's get rid of all this trash here. Yeah, that's fine. Well, I don't really have a whole lot of stuff that I'm not like. I gotta manage my inventory later at some point. We're gonna have to do some gnome cooking on stream. That could be fun. Oh, nope, not the swamp paste. I need the swamp paste for the minigame. Let's just get rid of all of this stuff. I don't care about waiting for a good value. Just want it gone. For exactly this reason right there. Okay, I do have pouches this year. I'll just do 2 inventory. I am trying to merch these. It's not much money, but it's a little bit of money. Alright, we can get rid of that, put that down there. Alright, that frees up 6 spaces. I don't think there's, like, it's pretty much manta rays, turtles, and then I think, oh, the broken stuff. Crap. Okay, I guess we do need to get rid of something else. I can equip something for some extra space. Oh, surely this won't actually give me fish. Oh, you know what? I'll equip it and we'll just see what happens here. Let's wear my mining cape, I guess. Okay, that gives us 8 slots. I think that should be sufficient. Let's just pour water on the Grand Exchange floor. Alright, there's probably I think there's a teleport scroll to get there, but we're just going to teleport to Yanil and walk up. We could be a little lazy. No, I don't know, is that lazy, or is shelling out the money for the teleport scroll lazy? Hey, Adam Gems. How are you doing tonight? Oh, that dash was laggy. There we go. It's still so weird to see Runite right here. Like, I know that, you know, they changed all of the ores and added a whole new tier of different kinds of ores, but it's still weird to see. Alright, let's load up on some stuff. More rope. I am doing well today. I'm tired. It was a very long day. But it was a great day. My daughter had a fantastic birthday, and I'm very pleased with how happy she is. So I was so ready to to be able to play some games and relax, though. I'm gonna be so happy to go to bed tonight. I'm snacking on some watermelon right now that I had soaking in lemonade, so it's tart. It's good. But yeah, we're playing Runescape right now, and we're doing the fishing trawler minigame. Or it's basically you take this boat out and you catch a bunch of fish, but you have to constantly repair it because this is like the worst piece of shit boat to ever exist. And normally this is supposed to be a group activity, but it's also double XP right now, so everyone is min-maxing, and nobody is doing this on any server. So we're having to do it solo. But we get to be a cool, sexy shark while we're doing it, so at least there's that. So we have to plug these holes with our swamp paste. Like, you can see how horrible of a boat this is. And eventually the net will rip, and we have to go upstairs here and fix it. Okay, well, it's saying that I can't bail yet, even though there's water level, so... I guess I wasn't wrong earlier. I do have to wait until water starts getting in. Yeah, it's still not letting me bail. It's funny, because Fishing Trawler used to be, like, the thing to do for fishing XP. And there's been, I don't know, it feels wrong to say power creep, but XP creep? I don't know. But, oh, no, this is the wrong side. Oops. Well, I can still get across. Fix that net. Oh, we're sinking. We're sinking. Oh, the net already ripped again? You gotta be kidding me. This net is very finicky. Like, as you can see, it took a while from the start of our um, voyage for it to rip, and then I go downstairs and it rips again. So basically, with the net, when it's ripped, you can't catch fish. Fish are just kind of like automatically caught as you're doing this. Um, and you get XP and everything based off of how many fish you catch. We're not doing so well right now. We're already half sunk. And you've got these bailing buckets that you can use to get the water out, but um, it doesn't help when the net keeps ripping. Because then I have to go back upstairs. But yeah, when you have multiple people playing this, you usually just like have one person who's stationed on net, and they just have like a whole inventory of ropes, and then um, like people stand in like quadrants. Unless you have like a boat of like 30 people, then everyone just stands in front of a hole. But yeah, we won last time. Um, I'm a little concerned with how quickly the water is filling up this time, though. Like, if the net breaks again, I might just have to ignore it for a bit, because, oof, we are about to drown. RuneScape is quite an old game. I think it's pushing on like 20 years now. But it was like, it was, I guess, like the MMO for kids. um, because it had a free to play version way before World of Warcraft did. And it was also a lot cheaper to get a subscription than it was to get one for World of Warcraft. So it was mostly kids who played this, but then the kids grew up and then kept playing it. So we are not going to win this time. We are struggling in this boat. But yeah, my account is definitely over 15 years old. Um, I haven't played since the beginning, but it's definitely pushing 20 years. boat. Could you chill out? I'm gonna beat Murphy up for not taking care of his boat. We came so close to sinking just then. So close. That water meter was like all the way to the top. Like last time, we didn't get this close until like the last minute. So the funny thing is that the company that made this is Jagex, which is or Jagex. I don't actually know how to pronounce it. But they're based in I think London. Um, so like a lot of um, I guess not really vocabulary, but there's a lot of like d- I don't know dialect choices in excuse me in uh, chat boxes for NPCs and stuff in this game. A lot of Britishisms, and they have a pretty good European um, player base. But I think Americans and Canadians really make up a lot of the player population. All right, I really want to get this water back down to like half because before I go fix the net because this can really fill up quickly if left unattended. But yeah, there's all different ways to play this game of varying click intensity levels. This is pretty click intensive. Um, it takes a lot of focus, but there's some parts of this game that you can almost AFK, especially like mining. Like you could, like there's an app to play this on the phone, and I could just like go to a rock and start mining it, and just set my phone down and go work on something, and then come back. I mean, it will log you out after like 3 minutes of inactivity, but all you have to do is just like come back and click another rock or something, and it basically like resets that timer. So it's not like fully AFK, but it's pretty darn close to it. Um, but like I said, this is very click intensive, so you can you can kind of have a adjust your playstyle approach to the game. Personally, I don't think that like the AFK and grinding and stuff is that fun. Um, I like to do different stuff, even if it's not the best like min maxing for whatever it is that you're doing. But I mean, if I'm going to min max stuff, it's not going to be in a video game. It's going to be something to actually get paid money for. You know, it's if I need to scratch that itch, it's going to be something that will directly benefit my quality of life. What's really funny though is that these bailing buckets, all you have to do is click on it to empty it, and it doesn't matter where you empty it. So technically, like I'm picking the water up in this boat with a bucket, and then just dumping it right back in the boat. But it doesn't matter; it counts. It's close enough. I have let that net go broken for like the last 6 minutes, just because I am struggling to stay alive in this boat right now. This I feel like this game is not really pay to win. But see, it's kind of weird because you can actually pay for a member's subscription because the free version is basically just a trial. Um, it's not like, oh, you only get like half XP or anything like that. It's like literally you can only play like 1/10 of the game. It's not meant to really be um, free to play. It's just it says free to play, but it's just a trial. So I like you could argue that paying for a membership when you can earn it with in-game currency is technically pay to win. I don't really think of it that way, but it gets a little messy because you can buy bonds, which are where's it at? Nope, not my tool belt. Where's currency pouch? Which are these things right here, which you can redeem it and you can get membership as well as other things. And they're tradable, so you can sell them to other players. So it's kind of like you can buy in-game currency, um, but I really don't think it makes that much of a difference. I have never especially felt like I couldn't afford something in the game, especially in recent times. It feels like it's pretty incredibly easy to earn money in this game, like in-game currency. But I don't do PvP. I only do PvE type stuff, so I guess I haven't had that perspective. Uh, can, so you can use the arrow keys to turn the camera, like I'm doing right now. But you can also hold down on the mouse wheel and do that. But you actually have to like click to move places or to interact with things. So you you do need a mouse essentially to play. But I don't really know why I went in that much detail. The answer is yes. You need keyboard and mouse. Um, oh yeah, because you said or only mouse. I trying to think of if there's ever a moment that you absolutely need to use the keyboard. Because I mean, technically, you could go throughout the whole game without actually talking to anyone. Um, if you're going to like the Grand Exchange, there's buttons that you can press. Like the only thing I can think of that you need the keyboard for is to actually log into your account. Um, but yeah, I guess that's basically it. So if you don't like if you want to pretend that it's oh, I never earned got collected my reward. If you want to pretend that it's not an MMO and you're just playing it by yourself and just like not talk to anyone or interact with anyone at all, then um, yeah, you could completely ignore the keyboard 100%. But you do have a hotbar down here with like combat abilities, but you can put anything in the hotbar, and you have more than one. So like I could put the bailing buckets down here, and then instead of having to click these, I could just keep pressing 4, and it will use that item in my inventory. Um, so the game's better with a keyboard, but yeah, I mean, you use your mouse like 99% of the time while playing. I thought someone was standing down there, but it's just that winch. I still don't even know what that does. Maybe that makes you leave early. Oh yeah, I wanted to check the minigame spotlight stuff and see if I can actually afford anything. I only have 393. What's in this category? A lot of nothing that I care about right now. Okay, this is the stuff that I want. You can get a spirit gem bag. Nope. Let's catch this Pokemon in chat. But yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and buy this. That seems pretty cool. I'll I'll go throw it in the bank real quick so I don't have it taking up spaces in my inventory. Let's see here. What? Does it only store unactivated ones? So that's here. Wonder if I can just. Oh, those don't stack. All right, I'll deal with this later. I was going to try to save some inventory space, but yeah, Adam Gems, it is really difficult to catch most Pokemon with just the regular Pokeball. Um, but you can like scroll down, and there should be the Pokemon Community Game app under the stream, and then if you click like the backpack icon, then you can purchase Great Balls and Ultra Balls. And you earn the currency just by being in a stream that has the game added. So you've been in my stream a good bit this week, so you probably have enough for sure to get an Ultra Ball at least. Oh, I need to go buy more materials. Stock that. Grab that. I almost wonder if I should maybe drop one of the buckets. Like maybe it would be easier to like quickly cycle through these instead of I don't know. I mean, we're doing okay. I don't think we need to change strategy or anything drastic like that. Some more watermelon while I'm waiting. I love eating watermelon because it's like snacking and rehydrating at the same time. Do 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 do. As I have played this game for so long that this music is just like hardwired into my brain. I am Shark. Hear me roar. Okay, let's go and break first. There we go. Do, 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 do. I heard a thing. What was it? Oh, Mick Sparks. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. That helps me out a lot. We're doing some RuneScape all this month. Today I just felt like doing fishing trawler for kicks. I saw that it was in the minigame spotlight, and I have not done fishing trawler in such a long time. But I did not realize that because it's double XP, there is no one doing this anywhere on any world. So I'm having to solo it, but that's okay. We came really close one time to going down with the ship, but I clutched it right at the last second, and we didn't really catch any fish that round, so that kind of sucked. But we survived at least. We made it through. Um, we haven't gone down with the ship yet, but there's always a chance. But I really do appreciate the follow. It helps me out a lot. It gets me closer to being affiliate, so I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well tonight. Or today, because, time zones. It's nighttime where I am. We're actually doing okay this time. It's been relatively calm. I probably just shot myself in the foot by saying that. I hate that I can't get any of the water out until it reaches like a certain threshold. Is it going to be net? Okay, nope. It's going to be a hole. Nope. Gambled wrong. Tried to walk to the other side of the boat. And there's the net. Wow, and I'm all the way on the other side. I don't think so. I, I mean, it's like asking if using a calculator while learning math is cheating. The only thing that I would be careful about is that ChatGPT, is sourced from the web in a variety of sources, but it can be wrong. I think ChatGPT is a great starting point, but I like to use the Wikipedia rule that you use it as a starting point, and then you do your own research and kind of dig into it. Um, but it's a really powerful tool, and I think that handicapping yourself from using it is going to hurt in the long run. Um, I mean, if it's a rule or something, like if you're a university student and like you're not allowed to do it, then I would definitely advise against jeopardizing your academic career by using it. But I don't think that it's cheating at all. It's a tool that's meant to be used. But also don't let it replace you as a person. Like I said, sometimes it's wrong. So if you rely on it too much, then it could cause issues. So make sure you use it as a tool to complement your own abilities. And I think that's all kinds of AI. Um, like I know not just Chat GPT, like especially like the graphic ones, like Mid Journey and Dolly and stuff like that. Um, I've used them as a way to kind of like gain inspiration on stuff. Try to um, illustrate like what I'm thinking of in my head, and then once I can see it, then I can start actually like applying my knowledge to it and start like drawing it on my own. Um, or I'll generate like something abstract and then pull it into Photoshop or something, and then like add more to it of my own capabilities. But I wouldn't just use Midjourney and just be like, hey, make this thing, and then like publish that as like something that you would put on a product. When it comes to artwork, that's a little bit more trickier because there are people who spend a significant amount of time fine tuning prompts in order to get like a very specific output that they're looking for through a lot of trial and error and repetition, and then they'll usually use that seed to make like a whole collection of images. And like, I don't know, in that case the artwork is not so much the visual, it's more the arts in the process. But that's a whole philosophy discussion there. And obviously, like, where the engines are sourcing their material from not being credited or paying royalties is a completely different ethics issue that I'm obviously in favor of artists getting paid, but I don't want to demonize technology at the same time. Definitely need to come to something that benefits all parties. I like to describe myself as pro artist, pro AI, not one or the other. It's doesn't need to be a binary topic, in my opinion. Boyfriends suggest we write all stuff for teacher and not write by myself. I mean that maybe would have worked um, when ChatGPT first came out, but my wife works in education, and I could go ahead and tell you that people in academics are already able to tell what's been written by an AI and what's been written by a person. Um, so I would suggest not just having it generate stuff and turning it in. But like I said, it's a very good starting point for. Um, well, it's a starting point, like to kind of get an idea for how it would solve a problem, and then breaking it down. And you can even ask the AI to break it down, like, why did you do this? Like, why did you use this function over that? And it will explain itself. Um, so I think it's a really, really good educational tool. Um, but I think if you just use it to generate your work and then not do anything with it, I mean, I'm not going to say that it's unethical or immoral, but I think it's not a judge of your capabilities as a programmer, which is the point of testing. Is to be able to judge your ability to do whatever is being tested. But it's also, in my opinion, a disservice to yourself because it's you gain so much more by having the AI teach you what it's doing, um, and then doing it yourself. But that's my personal opinion on it. I guess coming from a former educator myself. Murphy, I wish you would stop saying we're all doomed. Just grab a bucket and help. But hey, we got 18 fish. This is our best run yet. Hey, we made it. Look at that. Look at that. I'm going to have some watermelon to celebrate. Yeah, I think AI is perfectly fine to use as a learning tool. I mean, what's the difference between going to YouTube and typing in, how do you do a for loop, and then going in the chat GPT and saying write a for loop that counts the number of sheep that jump over a rainbow, whatever, um, and then asking chat GPT, why did you write it this way, or like it's just basically like watching a YouTube video, but you actually get to ask the person who made the video why they're doing what they're doing. But I don't take any offense to anyone who doesn't want to use it at all. I think it's a valuable tool, but it's not something I feel like I should push on the others. Ultimately, it's people's own personal decisions. Because I mean, like there's definitely things that like there's moments I could have used a chainsaw, but I still use a handsaw or a power drill. Like I have a power drill with a whole set of different heads bits to it, but I will still use a handheld screwdriver 90% of the time, and I don't really have a good reason for it. It seems like I always gravitate to doing that. I better empty this bucket. Murphy, I'm going to flood your ship while it's stocked. Okay. So, if if we were working on a house or something, like a home repair, and you break out a screwdriver, I wouldn't be like, no, you can't do that. You should be using a power drill. It's so much more efficient. Like, you use a screwdriver. It's fine. It gets the job done. Um, but at the same time, I definitely recommend power drills. They're awesome tools. But yeah, I think the ethics really comes down to how you use it. Like if you just have ChatGPT generate, whatever answer you need, and you don't learn anything, then it's uh I mean, I would argue that the the syntax is the least important part of programming. Um and using AI, you have to be knowledgeable about um the what's the word I'm looking for? The more like abstract and understanding the concepts to like effectively use AI. So I don't personally. I don't think that it will cause an issue because I mean, like I would forget how to code stuff all the time, and that was before AI. And I would write something and not figure I could not figure out why the line of code wasn't working, and I would go to Stack Overflow and type in all the different kinds of issues that I was having because I wasn't getting like a specific error code or anything because I didn't make that dumb of a mistake, and then finally I would figure out the problem, and it would be something so incredibly stupid that it was just a syntax error that I just didn't type the line of code right, and it did not do the thing that I wanted it to do. Um, but that's part of programming. I mean, there's so much code that realistically remembering all of it perfectly is not going to be a thing that happens unless you have just like superhuman levels of memory. Um, but what's most important is knowing concepts, knowing like, well, how does an array work? What's the difference between an array and a matrix? How they store data? What's the different kinds of data storage methods and retrieval? Like first in, last out, like that type of stuff. Because once you know that stuff, then you can tell ChatGPT, write me a array that's that stores things first in, last out, and it'll write it for you. But before you could get to that point, you had to understand those concepts. You had to know, oh, this is the kind of storage method for data that my program needs. Um, so I don't think it's a big deal. What like coding itself is referenceable. If you know what you need to do, you can look up reference on how to write the specific code. But again, that's just my opinion. It's not trying to speak it as gospel. Oh, why am I just standing there? Repair that. Repair that. There's getting too much water. Too much water. My goodness. We may not make this one, or it's just going to be a really bad run. It's struggling pretty hard right now. Oh, right over there. All right. I'm gonna go fix the net. It's it's close enough to halfway. I think we can run over here. It's seriously already ripped. I just fixed it. Hadn't even gone down the ladder yet. Not cool, game. Not cool. Oh my god, net ripped again. I want more than 3 fish. But I also want to live. I'm a shark that can't swim. Alright. Gotta get this water level down. Oh my god. Okay, a little bit of peace. That's good. Like, I don't need long lulls. But goodness, I just need, like, a second break every now and then to try to bail all this water out. Oh lord, and there goes the net again. Water, can you chill, please? Oh, the net ripped again. Come on. Come on. What? What? It's all. Ugh. Like, as soon as I touched the net to fix it, it immediately said it was ripped again. Oh my god. We flooded. Dang it. Well, what if teacher asked to do a simple program like calculator and I use chat and nothing myself? Uh, I mean, if it's a simple program, it's probably you're not going to see much of a difference. How do I get out of this? Do I just talk to Murphy? I don't. What do I do? Oh, climb on barrel. There we go. If it's a simple program, like there's probably not going to be much of a difference between what the AI writes and what you would make as a program. But I could also see if have you might have to word it very carefully. Like if you just tell ChatGPT, "Hey, make a calculator," it might use some high level stuff to make it. That will be a red flag for sure that you did not write it. Um, but also, if you go in the ChatGPT and say, "Hey, write a simple calculator program like a comp sci 101 student would," um, then it might write it more simpler. It would be harder to detect. But I, I mean, if you're like in class and they say to do that, I mean, again, like I said, I think it's a tool. It's no different than if you were in a math class and a teacher asked you to solve a math problem and then got mad that you took out your calculator. Um, but yeah. Oh wait, why is that unequipped? Oh, because I was swimming. Yeah, I mean, personally, I don't think it's cheating, but I highly recommend that you use ChatGPT as like a supplement to learn with, rather than just doing your work for you. Um, it can help you problem solve though. Like if you run into an error, it can definitely help you debug programs and stuff. We probably didn't get anything in the net because we sunk. Yeah, well that sucks. All right, well I think that's enough runs of fishing trawler. um, we had we only lost one run. We did well all the others. So soloing. Oh, there was a bank deposit box this whole time, and I ran all the way to the bank. But yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. I have no idea what we're going to do tomorrow in RuneScape. Um, it's not going to be fishing trawler. I'm going to switch it up and do something else. But I have no idea right now. I'll have to figure that out. Quasi's not online yet, or he's not streaming. Oh no, he's not streaming tonight because it's Saturday. He streamed Dokapon earlier, so we're gonna. Who are we gonna raid? We could raid Rob. Uh, yeah, we'll do that. We'll raid Rob. Looks like he's playing Elden Ring again. I haven't seen him play that in a while, so we'll do that. I'll get the raid started. But yeah, I don't know if you're still watching, but thanks, Nick Sparks, for the follow. I really appreciate it. And Anno Gems, thank you for hanging out tonight and chatting. I really enjoyed the conversation. And like I said, I don't know what we're doing in RuneScape tomorrow. I'll figure out something. There's so much to do in this game that it won't take too long to figure it out. But yeah, have a great night, and let's go watch Rob play Elden Ring.